Kia ora koutou
Kia ora.
katoa. Or Peter Van Kempen aho. Is that raining where you are?
Rain. Wow.
Yeah,
How
sorry
bad
for
is
the
that?
audio. Let's mute Dan. There we go. Silence. Kia ora koutou katoa. Ko Peter Van Kempen aho, or PVK. Thanks for joining us tonight for what do we got going on? What do we got? The US Open Sweepstakes. Tonight I'm joined by Dan Crook. DC, is it still raining there? I'm going to unmute you now.
Backed off a little bit, but you can probably still hear it. We've got a tin roof, so it's going to be magnified.
Awesome. How you been, brother? It's been a while.
Has been. Yeah, I almost wore my mask because I think the last time we did this, we were, what, 4 months ago? Was it? How long have we been off?
Oh, bro, we've been off for a while. I'm almost going to say since last
Crazy.
year. We haven't really picked it up properly.
Wow,
Besides,
that's 6 months.
Fraser and
Yeah.
I did something for the Masters, I think. But yeah. Welcome, everybody. I just see Eric Murray's on. Frothing
Eric.
for his picks tonight. Tuirangi, kia ora, bro. It's not really wow. Wow.
Who's that?
I won't share that one. But if you guys are listening, just pop on in the comments, just check in, and we'll get on with tonight's show. Bit of stuff going on around the place. We've had a few Kiwis in action around the world. Yeah.
God, you just read the comment.
That good, eh? Obviously, the LIV Golf and RBC Canadian Open. We're going to touch on all this stuff before we get into the US Open, I guess, preview, and then the Sweepstake draw. But I guess just to open us up, what have you been up to, DC? Much been going on?
I've been busy. Yeah, I'm still recovering from a back injury back in December, so I didn't touch a golf club until the beginning of May. And man, I'm frothing to get back. You think Eric's frothing? I'm excited to be back swinging a golf club. And I've had a couple of good rounds and a couple of not so good rounds, but a bit of work in the background. So yeah, super excited to get back into it. How about yourself, man? What have you been up to?
Oh, bro. Daddy daycare over here. I've been looking after sick kids for the past week. Yeah, it's been crazy. I have managed to sneak out for a couple of practice sessions. No practice rounds, but we range session at Gulf Harbour, and then shoot off for I play 1-8. Well, I play 1 and then some tee offs into the second bunker off the second tee at Gulf Harbour, 8, 9, and go home. So I've done that a few times, but looking forward to getting out there on Friday. Good with the window. But yeah,
I've actually been invited to go fishing on Friday because I hear it's that good.
It's that good.
So,
well, it's down to be. And then also, you would have seen it on the Caddy Batch pod, but was lucky enough to play in the Far Cup. Was on the winning team, Caddy Batch. So that was an awesome day out at Muriwai. Thanks to Tolan, and also thanks to Tolan and Andrew and the team out at Muriwai. And also thanks to PJ and D for organising that. It was a great day, awesome day.
Awesome.
But yeah, let's crack on with our show. We dropped an event earlier today.
Yeah, we did.
Clark's Beach, Ambrose. That's kind of our. It was actually our first where it all began. Yeah. So awesome little spot at Clark's Beach. That's on the 23rd of July. It's a 2-ball Ambrose played in sixes. Registrations are capped at 120. This one will sell out. It's always a good time out there. So yeah, if you guys are keen, registration or event details are on the page. So check out the event. Jump on drop form and register. Eric, you're going to bring a team up from Hamilton?
Surely. I'm also taking bids to be in my team and also taking bids not to be in my team. So if anyone needs a player.
Again. Well, hey, I saw you Big Dick the field on Tuesday. No, today's Tuesday.
Yesterday.
Monday.
Yesterday. Yeah. Formosa. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, that was intense. That was intense.
319-meter carry, right-handed as well.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yep, and we know it carried that far because it plugged. That's how wet it was.
How many club wins was it?
Oh, 12. Yeah.
Wow.
A guy said to me afterwards that he hit 3-iron about 30 meters behind me, and I was like, "That is a beast if you hit 3-iron that far." Yeah, it was intense, man. It was worse than Waipu wind, if you remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Good shit. You want to keep us moving along there, DC?
Yeah, what are we going to talk about now? We're going to talk about our Kiwis abroad, or are we going to talk about US Open?
Nah, let's get into the Kiwis abroad. There's a few successes that we need to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a massive weekend for the Kiwis. So Momoka Kobori, she won her first ever start in the LET, so Ladies European Tour. So she won, where was it, at Montauban? I don't know how to pronounce that, but it was the Montauban Ladies Open, and she won by 3 with rounds of 69, 69, 68, and that got her 10 under. So she won 3 shots clear of Hannah McCook. And what was also pretty cool is she was bogey-free from the 11th hole in the first round. So 2 rounds, bogey-free. That's what it takes to win a tournament. There is a quote here, actually, from Momoka. It said, "I'm so happy with not only how I played, but with the whole experience this week and with making the decision to come to Europe." So that must be a pretty big call to sort of up ship and go. So good on her for winning that. Lydia Ko, obviously with a share of 4th place at the ShopRite LPGA Classic. She was 2 back of Brooke Henderson. So Lydia's in some great form at the moment. I think she's up to world number 3 again.
Yep.
So she had rounds of 71, 65, 67 to be 10 under. Dan Hillier, so he had the Importer Golf Club in Spain, and he finished 5 shots back of the winner, Liam Johnston, on 8 under, so with rounds of 69, 68, and 66. And he's currently ranked 11th in the Challenge Tour rankings. Like, that's pretty bloody good.
Pretty handy.
Yeah, and as another Hillier, so Charlie, he's on the Latin America Tour. He finished, so these are massive numbers. So the winner was 22 under. Charlie was tied 12th with 17 under. Rounds of 71, 61, 65, and 66. So that was at the Fortox Columbia Classic. So that's a 10-shot turnaround on rounds 1 and 2, 71 to 61. That's incredible. Who else have we got? I mean, we have 10-shot swings too, but it's 97 to 107.
That's me. It's been a couple of holes, to be honest.
Michael Campbell plays 6 up on the Jersey Tour. So he on the European Legends Tour, sorry. So he had 70, 72, and 68 to shoot 6 under, 4 shots back of the winner there. So that was a pretty good effort. Now, this next one doesn't, I don't think the on paper result looks as good as it really was. So Daniel Lee finished 10th in the, obviously the RBC Canadian Open. 10 shots back of McIlroy, but he had rounds of 68, 69, 69, 65 to finish 10th, which is huge. And obviously Rory McIlroy defending his title, only the 3rd person to do so, I think.
We'll get into that after this, I think, because there's a bit of stuff I think we need to unpack on the whole LIV Tour versus PGA.
Yeah.
And I guess
the amount of PGA wins, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Who else? So Luke Toomey wins in Fiji, another massive score, 21 under. Josh Geary shooting 20 under, so I'm assuming he finished 2nd. And 3rd place was 3 under. So you've got 1st and 2nd place at 21 and 20 under, and then 3rd place was 3 under. Go the Kiwis. It's hectic. Yeah, go the Kiwis. I don't think I've forgotten anyone. Have I missed anyone? No, that sounds about right.
I think that kind of covers it off. What about Mike Hendry? He's playing, isn't he?
Yeah. He's up he was on Japanese tour up there. He was 47th in the weekend, so not quite a top 10, but still worthy.
I'm sure he'll pick it up.
There are a bunch of other Kiwis out there that we just, they haven't got time to cover. But yeah, they're the other guys that shone, guys and girls that shone this weekend. So
Yeah, good shit. Let's crack on, eh? The world of golf.
yeah, buddy.
PGA and LIV. This is, I guess, turned into a bit of a, not necessarily a circus, but a bit of a sideshow for the PGA. And I think LIV is just lapping it up because they're kind of just getting free publicity, and the amount of real estate
100%.
they must have in Dave Monahan's head is it's crazy.
I reckon
So
they're paying
just
him rent.
in the comments below, let us know if you're Team PGA or if you are Team LIV.
Team LIV.
What are your thoughts? Did you watch much of the LIV in London?
Yeah, to be fair, I watched the end of it. I watched probably half of the last round because that's about the time I found out how to watch it. Like there wasn't any. A customer told me you can watch it on YouTube, so I googled it and there it was and started watching it. But that's probably my fault for not delving a bit deeper and finding out how to watch it because it wasn't on Sky. I looked a couple of times, and of course it's not on Sky. But I watched some of it and interesting. You definitely get a lot more golf.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot more golf. Yeah.
I'd kind of watched the last hour/hour and a half, depending on what time one of the kids woke up. So I was kind of getting from 4:30 to 5ish through to 6. Great product. Like, just sit there. You're just watching golf. You don't have to deal with, I guess, monologues or stories or Jay Monahan talking about LIV Tour. Well, you've got Rory shooting the house down, and it's just nice to. And the other thing I actually noticed is it's not just the same people over and over and over again. You get a good spread of the whole field. Granted, it is only 48 people, 46.
No,
but I really enjoy it.
I don't even remember how many people are in it.
It's not 54. There we go. Chris
No.
Sherlock is LIV Tour. Tashreek. Oh, bro. I feel
Tash.
sorry for you, brother. He had Mito Pereira in the last sweepstake we had. So yeah. He just won $600 golf and smoke on the 18th. Yeah.
That's right, mate. He's a courier. He's loaded.
Interesting take from Eric, PGA. Yeah, I'm not too happy about them weaponizing, I guess, 9/11, and it's crazy.
What are your thoughts, Pete?
Re 9/11 or the whole
Not
LIV?
9/11. LIV versus PGA.
Honestly, I'm here for it. I think the game needs new formats. PGA, if they want to survive, they're gonna have to up their game. I think for the players, it's really good to see that people can turn up to an event, know that their travels, like they're being reimbursed for their travels, so it's not costing them to be there. And at the end of it, after 3 days of work, and that's another thing, it's 3 days, not 4 days. They get to take a paycheck home. I really like that. I don't like the idea of going out. Well, I get kind of how the PGA model works, but if you're wanting to look after your product and your stable of players, bro, who wants to go through and grind it at Q school when you can go, if you're a top 20 amateur in the world, you'd seriously be considering making the jump to LIV and just getting on and getting set up, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you finished dead last in a LIV tournament, and you're getting, for most people, more than a whole year's salary for. I don't want to say 3 days' work. That's what we see on broadcast. They've worked for months to get to this point, but and years, decades. Some people, but 3 days' work to play in a tournament and place as high as you can for as much money as you can. But I mean, even if they're not reimbursed for their expenses, they've taken home 120 euro, is it? Or 120 US? So that's a huge paycheck.
Yeah.
It's
good for the game, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if anything, iron sharp iron, and it just means that the PGA is really going to have to step their game up if they want to compete. There's been a few people kind of talking, eventually the PGA Tour will really just cave and end up getting into bed with them. And is that me? Have I jumped? No, you're there. Yeah.
You're right.
And eventually, I guess down the track, we'll end up seeing a merger.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, do you think LIV will still be here?
Yep. I'll tell you why, because they've locked DJ in for 4. Yep. So they'll
It's
be
not
here in
bad.
5 years. How it's going to look, who knows? But they'll be here.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking? Let us know in the comments if you think it's still going to be around for 5 years, in the next 5 years, 10 years. Do you think it one day, I guess, it supersedes or takes over the PGA? PGA Tour, sorry.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, what did you think about the teams format?
Yeah, I haven't got my head around it, to be honest. It looked, when I saw the team names and the logos coming out, I was like, okay, so turning it kind of into, for want of a better term, the Super Rugby or NRL, where there's a team and then there's a subsidiary underneath that, or like the junior team development squad, people trying to get into that main team. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I don't understand it fully yet, but I'm sure as it plays out, more information will be available for those that, haven't been diving deep into it.
Yeah, it was pretty corny. I think once you kind of get to a point, I almost feel like they should do a draft before the season. It's only 8 events a year, I think. They should do a draft and you kind of just play as that team the whole year.
So, Pete, 8 events, right? 8 events. You finish dead last in every event. That's $1 million.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. You sure you might lose half of it, but there's still $500,000 to get by. Yeah.
Get by comfortably. You do that for a few years and no, here for it. Really here for it. What was I going to say before you rudely cut me off, Dan?
Apologies, Pete.
No, it's all right. Must not have been that important. Oh no, yeah, but I mean, besides the corniness, I kind of, for the teams element, I'd almost like to see kind of a spin-off end up being, and I don't know if Louis stays in. I think he was a captain, but it just looked like Team South Africa with him, Brandon Grace. Who else was there? There was another South African boy, and then I think Schwartzel,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a team, man.
Yeah, and then you saw them. They finished first, second, third, and then I think Louis was like 10th. But yeah, I mean, seeing kind of a Team New Zealand, I'd get in there and root behind, root for them.
Yeah.
Team going up against Team Aussie, so on and so forth. So I think there's possibilities are endless with LIV. It's good for the game though.
Yeah, 100%.
What did you think about the RBC Canadian Open?
So good. Yeah. Rory back to back. Won his 21st, PGA tournament. One more than our obviously LIV companion and Mr. Greg Norman. So he took a dig. I don't know if anyone saw that, but he took a dig in the final interview saying, that's his 21st win, one more than someone else. And obviously everyone knows that was the dig at Greg. So, no, man, I think it was awesome. How those last 3 in that last round, what was the worst score? Was 6 under in the final group?
Yeah,
6 under, I think, was the first round.
Was that a product of good golf or just a really a course that was set up for scoring?
Ask Danny Lee.
Hey, he didn't walk off.
Got a top 10 in a PGA event.
Yeah. No, really, actually, quite good to see that he has come to form and is in the US Open field as well.
So too is
I mean,
Foxy.
seeing Ricky, not seeing Ricky, seeing Rory, just going off. It was really, really cool to watch. And same with Justin Rose as well. He's coming back into, he's playing some great shots, some great golf. What What did he end up finishing? Like, what was he for? Around 11 under? No, it was more than that.
Oh, he shot 60, didn't he? Yeah, he was flirting with 59.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think he shot 60.
It was a 10 under.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but hell of a good course. Great golfers, and then when you've got those three playing in fine form, so it was Tony Finau, JT, and sorry, I was going to say Ricky Fowler, Rory McIlroy in that final group, and they're just shooting the lights out. It's shame to see JT finish bogey when he had 3 rounds of no bogeys. So, right, he didn't finish great, but that's him trying to win an event rather than place second. So,
yeah, 100%. There we go, Danny Lee. 220k US winnings. Not a bad payday. There we go.
Yeah,
63 eagles, 3 bogeys. It's crazy.
With a bogey on the last. Oh, that's going to be painful.
Yeah. How much weight do you give a 59 on a par 70? Is that still great scoring, or are you giving 59 on a par 72? I think the answer's obvious, but do you still recognise that beat?
You do, but then you got to ask the question, like, was it on a par 70? Was it on a par 71? Either way, man, it's a hell of a shot. It's a hell of a number, you know?
I think Jay Monahan came out and said, if someone gives 18 under, I'll give them 54,000 US. Whereas the LIV Golf guys said, if someone goes 18 under, 54 million.
Yeah. I mean, is it doable? Yeah. Yeah, of course it is. You know, like every hole gets birdied. It's very seldom in an event there will be a hole that isn't birdied by at least one of the competitors. So why not? Why not if someone's on the absolute hottest form? Eagles, birdies, couple of pars. Like, there's no reason why not. But it'll happen one day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has it happened before?
No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
I think I have seen some funny scores come through. Someone was showing me someone that scored a 30-something on... Might have been a Howard member, actually. Was scoring 30s. And that's just because they were entering their scores wrong. They're putting their stable kids in instead of their actual score.
Jeez.
But yeah, moving on to this week, I guess.
Huge week
through. So, the US Open. You want to give us a primer on this? What is it? The country club?
Absolutely. So obviously, US Open this week starts Friday morning, Saturday morning our time, Friday morning our time. So it's at the Country Club, which is in Brookline, Massachusetts. $12.5 million purse. Now, the Country Club is one of the US oldest country clubs. So it's one of the 5 founding charter clubs that actually made up the USPGA. So that goes back to 1882, so 140 years ago. That's how old this golf course is. It's a par 71, just a shy over 7,000 yards, which is 6,400 odd meters. Now, to give you some perspective, that's longer than Gulf Harbour off the Black Tees and about the same as Formosa off the Black Tees. So if you've played the tips out of any of those tracks, this golf course is similar to that. However, very narrow. So forget the wide fairways at Formosa and Gulf Harbour. This is a narrow track. A lot of irons and Pete and I were chatting beforehand, sort of 3 woods and 5 woods off the tee. This is going to be a round of finding placements in the fairway, not necessarily hitting the fairway. It's about finding a place in the fairway so you've got a second shot. It's going to be tight and tough. Definitely not a course I'd want to play. It's going to suit those that are very, very, very accurate off the tee. So if you pick someone like, I don't know, who's very long and wayward, DeChambeau, is he even playing? He's on the list, but there you go. So yeah, I don't see him doing overly well, with how wayward he can be with his driver off the tee. But anyway, he might be just playing 6 iron off every tee. We'll see. Course record 64. I don't know who shot that. some of the cool events that this track has had, just to give you a bit of the heritage, it's had over 9 US amateurs amongst men and women, as in US amateur events. It had the 1973 Walker Cup, which was won by the US. 1999 Ryder Cup, which was won by the US, but that was 14.5 to 13.5. So extremely tight, close fought match there. It's had 3 previous US Opens, 1988, which was won by Curtis Strange in a playoff. And he shot 6 under. So this is good if you're picking scores for the winner too. 1963 was won by Julius Boris, 9 over, won in a playoff. And then 1913 was their first, run by Francis Wumé. Sounds French, but he's American. And that was 12 over, also won in a playoff. So 3 previous US Opens, all won in playoffs.
Sorry, 12 under or 12 over?
No, 12 over. Yeah. So like it's the scores have gradually gotten better. 12 over, 9 over, 6 under, and then so I reckon we're about 10, 11 under this time around. I reckon would be a good score. Notable members: Tom Brady and his wife Giselle. So there you go.
Stuff. Where'd you find all this stuff? This is great.
Wikipedia. What?
I also found that I've watched a few videos. Course was just redeveloped a handful of years ago. They increased the size of the greens. They're still the second smallest greens on tour.
Imagine that.
Second to only Pebble Beach. It's just some of the holes just look so scary, and the greens are really, really well protected. So you're going to need to be a good scrambler if you want to be in with the chance to win this weekend. So yeah, really tight off the tees, great scrambling, and I mean, you'd want to be positive in the approach shots too. Have you had a nosy at any of the odds? You got any hot tips before we get into these sweepstakes?
Mate, I tell you what, if I gave you names, that'd be money to throw the opposite way. So whatever I go for, go the other way, because I am the worst picker. I am the worst at any sort of betting of anything. Any team I watch that I'm supporting loses. So, I mean, I'm the worst person to ask. Yeah.
And saying that, who have you got?
Oh, okay. So I've got Hovland and JT in a playoff.
There we go.
And I reckon Hovland over JT, which goes against the 3 previous winners having come from the States. So if you're a wise man, it's someone that's straight off the tee, good up and down game, and American.
So John Rahm isn't him?
Is that who you're going for?
That's who I'm going for. I've got John Rahm to win it. He's kind of been there or thereabouts. He had his, off the tee, his first negative off the tee score 2 rounds ago. And he's finally started to get his strokes gained around the green back up. So he puts it all together. He's going to be hard to beat.
Can you look past that final trio in Canada, though?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Oh, sweet.
Well, I mean, after Rory's last performance, not at the RBC, what was it? Must have been the Masters, where he's kind of had that hot start and then kind of just threw it all the way. I can look past him, definitely.
Okay, fair enough.
Finau, I don't think Finau's got the game for that track.
JT's got to be a top 10. Has to be.
JT's he's going to be top 10. I don't think he's going to win it though.
Yeah.
Because John Rahm's going to win it, and I'm going to win big money. That's why.
Have you picked him in the sweepstakes before the raffle has actually been done?
We'll see. Some good value picks for me. I got Joaquin Niemann and Sung Jae Im.
So like them both.
So I think Sung Jae Im, his scrambling is around the green is phenomenal. I don't think there's a player I'd pick over him. Like, he's just unreal. And Niemann, just the ball striker. I think he's like he finished 3rd at the Memorial. He's like a +6 shots gained in approach, and then he's like +4 off the tee. All great stuff you need for this course. Anyone to miss the cut? Oh, you had the shambles. That's right.
Yeah, I've definitely got the shambles. Like if he's going to take driver and try and take that same approach he had a few years back when he won, it's just not going to work here. It's just not.
I've got DJ. I don't think Dustin Johnson's going to make it.
So okay, so this is where I've missed all the information. So DJ's is it because it's a major and he's allowed to play? Do you know the rules around this whole LIV PGA majors?
Yes. So you've got the PGA Tour, which is what those players were formerly on, and most of them have resigned. Everyone except for Phil, I think. So they can no longer play in the PGA Tour events. But the US Open's run by the US Golfing Association. So they don't come under that PGA Tour thing. So you can play in, essentially they can play in all the Masters. In all the majors.
Majors, yeah.
Maybe not the PGA Championship. I'm not too sure what the PGA's actually come out and said, because I think even they're separate to the PGA Tour.
There you go.
Here we go. I was meant to flash a banner across. There we go. It's flashing now. Let us know who your pick is for the PGA. Not PGA, for the US Open. Eric Murray's got Max Soma. It's not a bad pick. Sam Burns has been playing great as well.
I had him for top 10.
Yeah, good call there. Tuirangi, the Aussie mullet. I assume that's Cam Smith. Who's the Aussie guy that was in the LIV thing that also had a mullet? It just seems to be. He's the young amateur. That's all right.
Matt Jones.
We'll just move on.
Matt Jones is in the LIV Tour.
I don't think it was him either.
Oh, is there another one? Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Sam, Mr. Level Pigs, welcome in. Welcome to the show. Blake Windred. No idea who this bloke is. Probably should, but no idea. Corey Connors. Oh no, it is Mullet Man. It is Blake Windred.
Yeah.
Good stuff. There we go. Eric Murray's going to put 100 on Foxy. Who isn't going to put 100? Well, I won't put 100 on Foxy. I'll put $10 on him. And then the TAB is just going to bring his odds right down to reduce their risk, and it's going to be. Where are we now? We may as well get into the sweepstake.
Let's do it.
The sweepstake draw. We are just on the half hour. How do I do this?
Jamie, just a side bet. If Bryson wins, I'll give you $50. There you go. You heard it here first.
All right, I'm going to share. Well, let's pull that out. Sorry, I'm just doing stuff off the screen to guarantee that I get the winner. Screen. Can you guys see? Yeah, there we go. All right. So what I have here is everyone that entered the sweepstake. Let us know in the comments below if you guys preferred this way I did it. We go through the registration form. Dan, Crook, number 46. What did you think of the new method of registering?
Well, according to that, I'm number 45. So
45. Sorry.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I got lucky because I didn't think I got in time, but I'm stoked that I'm in because this is the only way I'm going to win anything is by luck. So I'm there.
Yeah. All good. So what we've got there is the names, numbers. I was having a play around earlier. But for your guys' purposes, I'll just take fresh odds from the TAB. Just so you guys know, nothing fishy is going on. I've been having to play around with the formulas to make it a bit easier. Golf. Right, betting. I'm just gonna. I need to save this formula. Yeah. All of this. That's deleted. I'm gonna take all the options. So I think I just saw Rory's the favorite. I think he's paying 12 or 13 bucks.
Now, in what sport does a favorite pay that much? How good is golf? So good.
Close that off. Okay. This formula here I've got is just going to split the names from the numbers. Because here we go. And then that down.
On a side note, how good's PVK with Microsoft Excel?
This is Google Sheets, and
Google Sheets. There you go. Same.
PJ showed me an Instagram site after last time's thing, random. So I managed to find the formulas. So I'm just going to random list. I think this is what I used last time. Fuck, I should have had this open earlier. Sorry, guys. List randomizer. So what I should be able to do is take. You'll see, yeah, Rory's only paying $11. Everyone's in here. Morikawa's 26, Sam Burns 26, Neiman 34, Sung Jam 36, the Shambo at 111.
Lost you. What's going on?
But just showing everyone that everyone's in there. 156 in the draw. I'll just copy and paste the names. The way it's going to work is I'm going to plug them into the randomizer and hit randomize. And then I'm going to copy and paste them. Oh, there we go. I'll go 1 to 56. Oh, Danny Lee. 56. Oh, it's meant to be.
Oh, I've got Brendan Grace.
The Kiwi Golf Club. Kiwi Golf Club Joker is Danny Lee. 57 through to 56 times 2. What's that? 122.
112.
112? Ah,
56 times 2. 112.
Sorry, 112 it is. Back to 57. Hey, I saw as I was trawling through there, Grayson Murray. Grayson Murray made the cut. Let us know in the comments below who you want to see paired up this weekend. I'd love to see him and Kevin Na paired up.
Oh my word! So if those of you watching don't know what's going on, Kevin Na notoriously takes a long time putting. Grayson Murray, not shy about telling everyone how slow Kevin is. Now, one of the boys, I can't remember how it started, PVK, but Kevin basically said that Grayson missed the cut, and Grayson was saying something like, well, if you were penalised, like you should be penalised, you'd never make another cut again. And then there was this big feud between back and forth, and they've actually been put next to each other because I think it's alphabetical. They've been put next to each other in the locker room. Which is just hilarious. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I hope they get paired together. It's going to be hilarious.
They will. Let's whip through the draw and see who got what. So Peter Kurtzen That's not too bad. Victor Hovland, Louis Oosthuizen, and Lucas Herbert. That's
The Aussie boy.
yeah, good pick up there. Tom Hill gets Jim Furyk, Justin Rose, and Sam Stevens. He gets to inform Justin Rose up there.
Oh, Murray's got Patrick
Furyk,
Reed.
Murray, Patrick Reed, and Patrick Cantlay.
Okay.
I'd be pretty happy with that. No idea who Christopher Goddard is. Brad Barron gets
What
the
a
Aussie
pick.
mullet. Cam Smith, Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood's
Yes.
actually coming back into form.
Yeah, he's not
And
bad.
Nicholas Dunlap. Isaac Holder, Izzy, Matt Fitzpatrick, Andrew Putnam, and I have no idea who Joseph Bramlett is.
That guy.
Yeah. Jamie Van Beek. I think that's James Peter on there. You don't get a nobody this time. You get Brooks Koepka. Well, you get two. Yeah.
Russell Henley's all good.
Yeah. Oh, Adri Arnus and Russell Henley. Brother, he gets Max Homer. That's a good pick up there. Fran Quinn and Junichiro
Kozuma, Japanese boy. Yeah.
Jason Devery. Nick picks up Nick Hardy, MJ Defoe, and Adrian Dumont. Chris Hunt gets Tyrrell Hatton, Sebastian Soderberg, and Will Bessling. Jordan Hika. Unlucky Use. Richard Mansell, Sebastian Munoz, and Seamus Power. What a name. Seamus Power.
Nate.
I just see my... Oh, no, I didn't get... Wait a minute. Nate gets Kevin Kisner, Fjorborn Ollison, and Kurt Kitayama. Dorian Bell gets Troy Merritt, Bradley, and Tom Hoagie. 12's normally my number, but Dorian beat me to it, which is why I was going, oh, fuck. But
you mean Nate?
I dodged the bullet there. Rob Rash gets Aaron Wise, Webb Simpson, and Nick Taylor. Craig Hazlitt picks up Bo Hogg, Grayson Murray, and Sean Jackson. Raymond.
How's Raymond?
Raymond Hinton, Adam Scott, Sung J.M. and
J.M.
Matt McCartney. I'm frothing over Sung J. I think he could do it this weekend.
I tell you what, that's a pretty good pick there with Adam Scott and Sung J.M. That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. Campbell Gibson gets Jediah Morgan, Luke Gannon, Todd Sinnott. Hornier Tibble gets Davis Shaw, Seth Straka, and Victor Perez. Tim Graham gets Chase Seifert, Sean Norris, Thomas Peters. Eric Van Rooyen, Taylor Montgomery, and Brian Harmon are going over to Dan Togood. Paul Berger gets Daniel Berger, Michael Borbios, and Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry, he'll go good there. There we go. Dorian Bell. Jeez, I have bad. Hey, don't pick my number next time, Dorian. James Peter, he's happy with his. I think I got some duds in the last draw. And Raymond won our first one. I can't remember what must have been the PGA Championship. That Raymond won. So I'm glad you're happy with your picks again. Who did I get up to? Daniel Berger, Josh Allen. Josh Allen picks up Joel Damon, Denny McCarthy, Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland's a past winner. Did he win the US Open?
He's won the US Open, yeah.
It was the US Open that he won.
It was, yeah. I remember that last hole.
Yeah. Awesome. Jason Smith picks up Travis Vick, Callum Tarrant, and Charles Reiter. Adam Arnold, Jordan Spieth, and
DJ.
Kim, and DJ. They're just not going to make the cut. But for name recognition, that's two big names there. Brad Winger gets Jonas Blixt, Yannick Paul, and Fred Biondi. Kia ora, Adam. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for your support and probably a donation. Mike Hinton gets Jason Cockrack, Brian Strode, and Alex Noren. Yeah. I get Guido Migolisi, Adam Schenk, and James Piot.
Thanks for the donation, PVK.
Google who these are.
Oh my God! Look at Tony's picks. Corey Connors, Will Zalatoris, and Scotty Scheffler. Is your pre-round favorite? I have to say. Holy hell!
We're not to the end yet, but yeah, Corey Connors, Will Zalatoris, and Scotty Scheffler. I think I might have got them. I must have copied and pasted wrong, and yeah, I'm pretty sure those are meant to be my picks.
How good are those three?
That's top shelf. That Scotty Hansen gets Francesco Molinari, Hayden Buckley, Eric Barnes. Anthony Norris gets Taylor Gooch, Colin Morikawa, and Hideki Matsuyama. That's a good pick up there. Were they all three? I think they're all top 50 players at the moment.
Taylor Gooch is off to LIV, isn't he?
Yeah. Don't think Morikawa's got it this weekend. Dalton Valasi gets Brady Culkins, Marcel Schneider, and Billy Horschel. Andy Lowe gets Ryan Fox, Joaquin Neiman, and Richard Bland. Oh. He's got Foxy. Good stuff. Good pick up there. Regan Badley gets Lanto Griffin, Andrew Bickler, and Caleb Manuel. Scott Whiteman picks up Cameron Young, Roger Sloan, and Keith Green. Good pick up there in Cameron Young. He did all right at the last meet. Sorry, my voice is getting my throat's getting a bit dry after this. The talking. Brent Morgans picks up Luke List, Ryan Gerard, and Adam Hadwin. Vernon Brown gets Patrick Rogers, Rikuya, Hoshino, and Andrew Novick. Glenn Neal gets Mito Pereira, Chan Kim, and Harry English. Fraser Bondi Bond, get well soon, brother. He picks up Davis Riley, Matthew Neesmith, and Sam Bennett. Najesh, brother, Sam Burns, Mark Leishman, Bo Hostler.
That's not bad.
Liking the Sam Burns pick up there. Zach Middleton gets Kevin Chappell, Maxwell Moldovan, and Brandon Matthews. Henry Smith gets Minwoo Lee, Stuart Sink, and Najiro Izumida.
I had also Minwoo Lee as a top 10 potential.
Good win from his sister, eh? Australia putting out some really, really good golf products at the moment. Yeah, really good golfers at the moment.
Oh, look at this pick.
Yeah. That's just ridiculous.
Jesus.
Yeah. Jamie Newcomb at 41 picks up Justin Thomas, Phil Mickelson, and John Rahm. So I would say John Rahm and Justin Thomas are probably top 5. And
that's incredible.
Where's
JT?
There he is.
Oh, second, yeah. And
I can't be bothered looking for him.
No, it's all right.
So, but he's got the potential. Steve Loughran picks up Stuart Hagestad, Red Hot, Rory McIlroy, and Abraham Answer. That's a good pickup there as well. Stephen Campbell gets Harry Hall, Isaiah Cylinder. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh,
I fucked it up. I have fucked it up. Oh god!
Just copy and paste those bottom 4 and drag them across.
It's gonna fuck up the order.
1, 2, 3.
You know why? Because I went to 56. Oh, fuck's sakes, Peter. No, okay, I'm going to have to... there's going to be some really unhappy people. Redraw. No, sorry, Raymond. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redo everything from the first draw. So your second and third picks deleted. Mate, you were meant to pick that up. So
How was I meant to pick that up?
We're going 53. So what's 52 times
Are you
3?
sure?
That's 104. So we're going 53
Correct.
to 104.
Are you not going to read them all out again, are you?
No, we're not.
That is gold.
Sorry, boys and girls. I will. Yeah.
Oh, you're only human, PVK. You are only human. Now, maybe scroll to the bottom and check.
Yeah, we're good now. All right. So the Kiwi, yeah, I'm just going to go backwards. Kiwi Golf Club gets Kaden Nakajima, Sean Croker, and Cameron Tringale. Not necessarily the jokers we were after, but they're definitely jokers. Sorry, guys. This is...
Oh, now I've got Phil Mickelson. Take it.
Yeah. Andrew Gentle gets Led Shepherd, Kelly Samuja, and Kevin Na, Abe Answer, Harold Varner, and William Rowe after William Wayne Dixon, Scott Stallings, John Rahm. Oh, there we go. And Austin Greaser after Neil Bisman, Wyndham Clark, Mackenzie Hughes, Dejiro Izumida after Matt Holton, Jamie Hollis picks up Satoshi Kodaria, Isaiah Cylinder, Brandon Matthews, Greg Gillespie gets Brandon Grace, Rory McIlroy. There we go. Bo Hostler, Dan Crook. Nice pick up there. Phil Mickelson, Sam Bennett, and K.H. Lee. Xander Schauffele, Stuart Sink, and Mito Pereira after Nick.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good there.
That's a good pickup.
Where do I get to? We must have only got up to about here. Stephen Campbell got Harry Hall, Maxwell Moldovan, and Andrew Novak. Sorry, everybody. That's my fuck up. Yeah, I'll buy a few beers for that. I'm just going to copy that link and paste it in the comments. Not on that screen. If I put it here. You guys should be able to click on that in the chat, and you guys can see the spreadsheet for yourself. I'm going to stop editing it. Hands off. And you can see when the last edit was. Last edit was 2 minutes ago. So that's not going to change. I'll put it up there for everyone else because, yeah, I ain't going to go back through everyone's names. But that's our draw.
There you go. Oh, so did you see who your picks are then, PVK? Because you might have a banger in there now. Let's have a look. Where are you? What number were you?
I stopped sharing. I was 26. I got Guido. No, I got Thomas Peters and Callum Turin. So no.
No, sorry, mate. I've got more chance with Phil Mickelson. Or do I?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Jesus Christ. Nearly up on the hour. Should do some closing thoughts and maybe look to wrap it up.
Yeah. Go for it, mate. You want to lead the way?
What are you up to for the next couple of weeks? Anything on the horizon?
Oh, mate, I've actually I do have something. I've been lucky enough to just pick up my new golf clubs. So I don't know if y'all can see them, but I've got where's the camera? I've got the Ping i59s. rocking the Dynamic Gold X100 shaft. So I'm really excited to give these a whack.
It's a
Beautifully.
lot of shaft for some game improvement clubs.
They are not game improvement clubs, my friend. I tell you, this is how you know. This is how you know they're not game improvement when your 4-iron is that thin. Where are we? Where's the camera? There you go. It actually looks quite thick from there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Camera tricks.
Yeah, no. Camera tricks. I look slimmer on TV too. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting out there and putting in some hours and seeing if I can, drop the handicap down. What am I sitting at now? Like 11.6 right-handed. So slowly moving. Yeah, I'm enjoying it though. Like really enjoying it. We have to have another game, Pete.
Yeah, mine's gone the other direction, but I'm actually okay with it. I've been trying some new things in the swing. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Driving's a lot better. Putting's a lot better.
Good.
My approach game's just gone.
Soft hands, mate.
I've got a dish job.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all good. Let's just wrap it up. I'm kind of
do it, man. You're cooked.
Okay.
It's been an hour. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that are still watching, I know it's a school night, and we appreciate your support. And don't be shy. We've got the Clark's Beach event coming up. Make sure you get onto our page and sign up to Ball Lambros. So get amongst it.
Good shit.
Here we go.
Let's go. Good luck to everyone in the
Alrighty.
sweepstakes. Let's sign it. Well, Maria.
Cheer, brother.
I'm just going to go in broadcast.